Welcome to Review Detective, guys. If you clicked on this video, it's probably because you're trying to decide if the budget Redmi Note 8 is the right smartphone for you. So in today's video, we'll take a closer look and tell you if it's worth buying. When opening the box, you'll be greeted with the usual sets of extra goodies like the SIM card, the jack tool, the phone's instructions guide, and they've even included a flexible protective case. Right below that is the phone itself. We have the space black version here, but the phone comes in other variants as well, like Neptune Blue and Moonlight White. Underneath the phone, you'll get the USB-C charging cable and the rather large 10-watt fast charger, which comes with an adapter to fit our Canadian or US power sockets. The feeling in hand is quite good for a sub $300 phone. The back and front is covered in Gorilla Glass, which adds to the premium feel and should help protect against scratches quite well. The trade-off with using Gorilla Glass is that it makes the phone quite slippery and, as you can see, a fingerprint magnet. Design-wise, Redmi went for a minimal sleek look with its 90% screen-to-body ratio. The front display has a discrete Redmi logo at the bottom of the device, and on the top there's a teardrop-shaped notch to accommodate the 13-megapixel front-facing camera, which has some bizarre beauty features. Additionally, there's a discrete notification LED on the top left side of the phone to make you aware of missed calls, messages, or notifications. It is also worth noting that the Note 8 is splash-proof but not waterproof like other smartphones. The back design is also quite minimal. There's a protruding quad camera system that stands out, which makes the phone wobble when placed on a flat surface. There's a fingerprint sensor that blends rather well with the rest of the phone, and to help in low light situations, there's a small single LED flash next to the camera. On the sides of the Note 8, you won't find anything revolutionary. There's the usual volume rocker and power buttons made of hard plastic, which is to be expected for a phone in this price range. The speaker located at the bottom of the phone sounds surprisingly good and has a self-cleaning secret feature that feels more like a gimmick than anything else. The USB charging port is right in the middle and allows for 18-watt fast charging, which tops up the 400 mAh battery in about 2 hours and will easily last for 1 to 2 days. Sadly, the Note 8 doesn't support wireless charging and ships with a regular 10-watt charger. But on the upside, it does have an audio jack for those of you that think it's a must-have. The left side of the phone is where the dual SIM and microSD cards are located. The microSD card allows for an extended memory of up to 256 GB, which is quite handy since the included 32 GB of memory will fill up fast. Specs-wise, the Redmi Note 8 has only 3 GB of RAM, which means that running multiple apps will not be the best experience. That, coupled with the somewhat dated Snapdragon 665, makes it noticeably slower than flagship smartphones. With that being said, for gaming, the phone uses what it calls Game Turbo. It improves gaming performance and makes everything run smoothly. In fact, we managed to play multiple games without much lag or any other issues. On another positive note, the quad rear camera gives you a lot of options when shooting, like the ability to take macro shots, super wide angle photos, and the 48 megapixel camera will allow you to take awesome pictures if you're shooting in daylight. There is actually quite a lot to say about the Note 8's camera, so we'll post an in-depth video on both the rear and front-facing camera, so make sure you're subscribed for that. When it comes to screen resolution, the 6.3 inches Full HD display has bright colors and blacks are quite dark, therefore watching movies or videos is a pleasant experience. Additionally, the Redmi Note 8 comes with a surprisingly good face unlock system, which works great in most situations, struggling on occasion if you wear glasses. But sadly, at night it's almost useless and you'll have to unlock the phone manually. To do so, the fingerprint sensor is quite responsive and works well, but you'll sometimes have trouble finding it since it sits flush with the phone. With that being said, and especially when keeping the price tag in mind, this is definitely a phone we'd recommend. So if you're interested, we'll have a link in the video description down below. We'd also like to say thank you to banggood.com for sending us this review unit, which made this whole video possible. And we look forward to see you next Friday for the in-depth review of the Redmi Note 8's awesome camera. So until next time, Review Detective out.